Ladies, what your name is? Welcome to Southern Soul EZP. I'm your host, EZP, and I'm joined by my co-host, Shell from Magic108FM.com and Mac Beats from the HotBoxFM.com. And we chopping game up on Nellie Tiger Travis. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, Nellie, she's a good person, man. She does a lot of good music. I'm ready.
She's been singing for a minute. I like most of her music. It's a lot of songs that she's singing that I really like that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, it is. It's a lot. You know, she's really from the country, from Mississippi, somewhere in Mississippi. I think it's in the bayou or something, you know. They named a street after her as well.
Mount Bayou,
Mount Bayou,
is where she's from.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they named the street after. They had a big to-do down there, and she streamed it live, and it was really nice. I saw it, and I got to chat with her about it, and it was really cool.
I was surprised that Nellie Tiger Travis has been traveling all over Europe. And she went to Japan 3 times.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yes. She went to Finland, Germany, France, just like a European tour. And the story goes that she didn't think she was going to be that popular over there. She got one phone call, and then they just started coming one right after another for her.
That's cool. That's the type of person she is. She sounds amazing. She really does. I like her songs. You know, I got turned on with that, "Hey, Mr. Sexy Man." I think that was the song that really catapulted her. That song right there. She even got a dance off of it. Mr. Sexy Man dance.
Well, Matt took a picture with Nellie Tiger Travis in 2019. We did a New Year's Eve party, and Nellie Tiger Travis was on the marquee, and that's when we first met her with OC Soul and the Soul Patrol. And Mac took a picture with her, and he was just up there cheesing. She had on a red dress, and he was just smiling. Tell us about that experience taking a picture with Nellie Tiger Travis.
I mean, I'm going to tell you about this, but it was something I really wasn't supposed to say. But I think I'm going to go ahead and let it and just tell everybody what the truth about the picture and that song. The truth is, when she wrote, "Hey, Mr. Sexy Man," she was talking about me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And the picture just corroborated everything.
Wow.
That's how that go. And that's why we had to take the quick shot, because of course I was the inspiration for the song, you know. She had to put the Hennessy in there so nobody would know, because I don't drink. That was like a sharp little trick she used, but you know, she know.
Okay. Oh, wow. I didn't know that, Mac. You didn't tell anybody.
I know. I wasn't supposed to, but he asked about the picture, so I might as well tell everybody.
Oh, okay. Well, what about if I back that thing up, what you gonna do?
Now, that was another guy. I don't know who that was for, but you know, you didn't know me yet then. You just saw me from across the room.
Because you know Nellie is watching this. She's watching.
No, she is.
She's watching. Because that
was somebody else. I don't know who if I back it up on you. I wasn't there yet. I was across the room dancing.
Oh, okay.
So you all have got to stay tuned, because this piece about Nellie Tiger Travis and her history is coming up, and I really, really think you'll love this, because it will go in depth and tell you exactly what she's been doing all this time. And she was singing way before Mr. Sexy Man. And many of us didn't know didn't know that she was there that strong like she was.
That's true. I surely didn't know.
She had been singing for years, decades before that song came out.
Yeah. I don't know if she was doing Southern Soul. She probably was doing R&B or something. She probably does a lot of genres.
I think she started with gospel.
Yeah, makes sense.
That's right. And the piece talks about how she started at a real young age singing, and she was requested singing in church, and how she grew up. And you really, really are going to love this piece because it's an explanation of how she went from Chicago, how she went to LA, and how she worked all in Europe. And she's so selfless. When you meet her, she doesn't talk about any of those things. She's just real down to earth and a real nice person that you would love to be around. If you had a chance to be in her audience, it would be a nice experience because she would just melt right in like everybody else.
And she's right back here in Atlanta now, so that's really nice.
But before we do this piece, I want to show this picture with Mac. So we're gonna show this picture Mac was talking about. There it is. Aha! Looking good.
All right.
Both of y'all looking good. I'm gonna give you a round of applause. And Mac Beats with Nellie Tiger Travis. And also, he has the HotBox. HotBoxFM.com, where he plays the best of your R&B and throwbacks. Mac Beats
all the time. The old school hip hop, the new school hip hop, all your best songs. And that picture was New Year's 2020. Technically wasn't 2019 no more. She had just come off the stage, and she did so many great songs. Had the crowd just in awe, and I just had to get a shot in right quick.
Oh yeah,
we take a picture.
Yeah, and we did that slide, the Nelly slide, Mr. Sexy Man slide.
She always put on a great show.
Yeah, I was trying to do it, but I couldn't get it right then.
I'm going to show a little bit of a video too, and that'll be in the piece, so you'll enjoy a little bit of that video, Mr. Sexy Man, and you'll see how she looks in the video. And she was in the Blues Is All Right tour. She was in that tour for about 4 cities, and she really got down and performed, and she just packs them in when she goes to Chicago because that's kind of like her home.
Oh, they love her in Chicago and the Midwest. Oh, they love her. I'm glad she's here though, because she goes to a lot of events here in Atlanta. It's a young artist out there named E-Realist. She does a collab with. He's a young rapper, Southern Soul, but mostly Southern Soul. And he does another back that thing up with that.
Oh, he answers her.
Yeah, that's the answer with both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
That's nice.
And also, I need to mention that OC Soul interviewed Nellie Tiger Travis on the house party on Southern Soul,
right?
ATLFM.com. You tune in, turn on, tell a friend. We're on Google Play Store, the Apple Store, and also on Alexa. So you can tune in. You can find it easy. Southern Soul, ATLFM.com. That piece is getting close.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to see it.
You ready to see it?
I'm ready to see it.
You ready to see what your name is? Everybody say yeah.
Yeah.
Say yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, here is Nellie Tiger Travis.
All right.
Southern Soul EZP. Southern Soul, ATLFM.com. Nellie Tiger Travis. The pathway from the Mississippi Delta through Memphis to Chicago and on to the rest of the world was paved by some of the most influential artists in music history. Trailblazers like Muddy Waters, Dorothy Moore, B.B. King, and Howlin' Wolf took the Magnolia State's signature blues sound from the dusty flatlands of the cotton fields and laid the foundation for all American music to build upon. Whether it's R&B, pop, soul, rock and roll, or hip hop, the cornerstone of modern music was birthed in these humble and destitute beginnings, but went on to shape the sound of music across the globe. Continuing in on this ongoing tradition of influence and innovation is the soul-stirring songbird Nellie Tiger Travis. Following the footsteps of so many legends who came before her, this fierce and fiery songstress took a more scenic route from her Mount Bayou, Mississippi breeding ground to sunny California and then on to Chicago and all the way around the world with an unfiltered down-home blues sound that encompasses classic R&B, contemporary blues, and good old-fashioned Southern soul. Nellie's wide-ranging music crosses age, gender, and racial boundaries, and she's been crossing those boundaries at home and abroad for more than 25 years. Whether it's Smoke-filled hole-in-the-wall club in the backwoods of Mississippi, playing a set on national TV alongside the Roots crew on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, Nellie Tiger Travis knows exactly what the people want and how to give it to them. With party-rocking anthems like If I Back It Up, You're Gonna Make Me Cheat, Slap Your Weave Off, and all-time favorite Mr. Sexy Man, her music is more than just lyrics harmonized over instrumentals. It represents the definition of life itself for the millions of loyal Southern Soul listeners. And she says, my music means the world to my fans and to me. They love the lyrics in my songs. Both men and women often tell me how my music has impacted their lives. That is because I know what people like, and I know what gets the crowd rocking. Nellie Tiger Travis was born in poverty in the early 1960s. Nellie was one of 14 children, being raised by her strict grandmother, surrounded by music at a very young age. Several members of her family were gospel singers, but even though she was brought up in the birthplace of the blues, she was not exposed to the secular sounds of Robert Johnson or Charlie Patton. Instead, Nellie's first taste of music came in the form of gospel when she began singing in church at age 5. She says, a lot of people have asked me why so many of my songs are sad, and I tell them that much of my life has been sad. We grew up very poor. I had to pick and chop cotton to get my school clothes every summer, and added to that, I didn't get to know my father until I graduated high school. So I guess some of that sadness early in my life comes through in the music today. In her teens, Nellie participated in beauty pageants and was the homecoming queen when she graduated from John F. Kennedy High School in 1979. Although she initially considered a career in acting, her love of music won out, and she moved to Los Angeles in 1987 in hopes of launching a singing career. When I left, I told my grandmother I was going to California to become a star, even if I had to sleep on Quincy Jones' doorstep, she recalls. It never became true because it was nowhere close to being as easy as I thought, and I didn't even come close to Quincy Jones. There in sunny California, Nellie sang with top 40 groups, but grew disheartened with the music industry politics. So in 1992, she left Los Angeles for Chicago to care for her sick mother. She had only planned to stay in Chicago temporarily, but some friends convinced her to check out the well-known Windy City blues venue, Kingston Mines, for gigs. And she said, when I first went, I was there incognito. I wanted to see the songs they were singing, she remembers. I knew that I could sing, but I just wasn't familiar with the blues at all. After checking out the scene, she returned home and learned the lyrics to Creedence Clearwater's Revival's Proud Mary and Robert Johnson's Sweet Home Chicago. She returned to the club the following Thursday night dressed in all white and a leather jumpsuit with matching hats and boots. She got on the stage and sent the crowd into a frenzy. with her powerful vocals and irresistible stage charisma. The whole management team came out and sat on the floor to watch me. The management hired me to sing that next Thursday, and I didn't even know any blues songs. She learned 4 songs real quick. Those 4 songs earned her fame in Chicago. She played there for the next 6 years nonstop, and she was loved. She also found love from a mentor in Chicago, blues queen Coco Taylor, who took Nellie under her wing after they both witnessed Nellie's mothers die right before their eyes. Nellie says she was performing at Coco Banquet Hall in New Year's Eve in 1997. 30 minutes before the countdown into the new year, her mother was standing in front of the stage to record the performance, and she collapsed and died from an aneurysm. Taylor stepped in as Nellie's surrogate mother figure, and they remained close friends until Taylor's passing in 2009. 2 days after Taylor's passing, Nellie went to the studio to finish her album, I'm in Love with the Man I Can't Stand. By the time she left, she had written and recorded Queen of the Blues in Coco Taylor's honor. I love Coco Taylor, Nellie admits. She showed me so much love, and she will always be my queen. Over the many moons performing, Nellie became a regular attraction on the Chicago blues circuit, sharing stages with some of the most notable artists on the scene, including Buddy Guy, Bobby Rush, Otis Clay, and Little Milton. Her citywide fame earned her the title of Entertainer of the Year. In a reader's poll by the Chicago weekly newspaper called New City, it was also in Chicago that she earned the nickname Tiger. Her cousins came up with her name, which aptly describes her intense feline vocal style, as well as her feisty, independent personality. The Chicago blues scene has been good to me, Nellie says. Since 1990 to 2019, I've traveled over the world singing the blues. I've traveled all over Europe, played in Japan 3 times. Most recently, Nellie played in Finland, Denmark, Sweden, and Greece. And she always says, I never knew they had heard of me over there in Europe. But after one call came for a show, the calls kept coming, one after another. After a decade of trotting the globe on tour, Nellie decided to release her own original music in 2000 with her debut album, I Got It Like That, through her Tiger Bell label. That same year, she recorded collaborative album Heart and Soul with Japanese guitarist Shun Kikuta. As she continued to record, Southern Soul became a larger part of Travis's catalog. She's played on Southern Soul ATL-FM.com, and in 2005 she released Wanna Be With You, infusing Chicago blues with contemporary soul. Her 2008 album I'm a Happy Woman featured radio hit Slap Your Weave Off, introducing her to a loyal following in the South and the rest of the nation, performing the song on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. In 2013, Travis hit pay dirt with Southern Soul's Mr. Sexy Man, which inspired a line dance popular in Southern Soul's venues. To date, the music video for Mr. Sexy Man has reached over 12 million hits on YouTube. In 2018, she received 9 awards, including the key to the city of her Mount Bayou hometown, also a street named after her in Mount Bayou, Mississippi, a resolution from the city of Jackson, Mississippi, Chicago Music Award for the Blues Entertainer of the Year, the Coco Taylor Queen of the Blues Award from the Just Blues Awards. The following year, she won the International Artist of the Year from Zydeco Blues and Trail Riders Awards in Houston. A mainstay at home and in foreign lands, Travis has established herself as a star in the blues, Southern Soul, and R&B communities. Headlining at festivals, clubs, and concerts around the world, Nellie Tiger Travis is beyond titles or genres. She is in a class all by herself. Let's hear a little Nellie Tiger Travis in her own words. Nellie Tiger Travis was interviewed by Southern Soul House Party's own OC Soul.
What caused you to grow into, to become famous Miss Nellie Tiger Travis? What was that?
Well, it all started. I started singing way early in church at most of the functions, and it just spread it abroad. It went from one extreme to another. From gospel, I started in gospel. My grandmother was an evangelist, and we did the gospel for a long, long time. And then as I was growing up through my young adulthood, when I'm in school, then I did the stage band, and I think music was just to be a part of my life, period. And that's all I have ever catered to, whether it was gospel, blues, soul, whatever. It was me. My advice would be for anyone is just to take caution, do whatever you can to learn about the business itself, and you can't go wrong that way, because then you're a part of the business. You already know. Had I done that way, I would be feeling a lot better than I do today. But I would suggest that they just, take heed and pay attention and read and just, conquer what they have conquered. Because it can be done. It's being shown that it can be done, because now people don't try to tell you, so it's best to learn.
Yeah. Now your style and your personality, just your overall presence, where did that come from?
Well, it came from me living with my grandmother and her teaching me the right from the wrong. Once again, she was an evangelist, so we didn't have a choice but to do right. And with being under her leadership, it taught us to be great people, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, now you say we. How many of you guys were there that was under her leadership?
Well, I was the only granddaughter, but my grandmother had 18 kids, and 14 of them that lived a long, long time.
Brother Earl.
Yes, sir, OC. Okay, you know what? Miss Nellie, I got to congratulate you on the naming of the street in your hometown. We didn't mention that.
Oh, yeah.
That's a prolific accomplishment to be known by your peers in such a high manner.
It is.
Yes.
And I am so proud of you as a result of that.
Yes,
I thank you. I agree. I'm talking real fast, and I certainly left that out. But you did what you were supposed to do with it.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
that's awesome. I appreciate that.
And we're back. Black again or back again?
I know you love that piece. I know you love it.
Yeah.
We all love it too. So make sure you karate chop that subscribe button and hit that bell, like and comment. We out. Southern Soul EZP.
Hey, this is Shell. I forgot to tell y'all, please ring that bell, subscribe. And after you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, and share. Because we need those shares, y'all. And comment. And to all the subscribers, what is your favorite Nellie Tiger Travis song other than Mr. Sexy Man? Because everybody likes that. My favorite, back that thing up. Oh yeah, go ahead. And I am on the Housework Blues Show every Saturday